So first things first, I'm going to put on my moisturizer, and I'm just using the CeraVe because it has SPF. It's what I've been using, and it's for oily, it's for like normal oily combination skin. Do you guys do your brows first, or do you do like your makeup and do your brows last? And then I'm going to use my primer, and I start my routine by priming my face. And I'm really working on using my hands less when I do my makeup, just because you don't know what germs are on your hands even if you wash them. And then I'm going to go ahead and color correct so that way it can oxidize while I'm doing my eyeshadow. This is not one I use on clients, so I don't mind dipping the brush in there. All right, so now that I have done that, do I look shiny? I feel like these lights are making me look kind of shiny. I have decided that I'm going to use concealer on my eyes just because I want the colors to really pop. Then I'm going to take my Real Techniques concealer brush and just blend that in everywhere. And I like to dab it in first before doing any sweeping. Alright, next I'm going to use my Laura Mercier. I'm going to use a little bit of this to set my concealer. Sometimes I set my concealer and sometimes I don't. It really just depends. You know, do it with and without, and pay attention to the difference, how your shadows apply, and just how you like it throughout the day so you can decide which one you like more. For me, I used to really like doing this, and then I stopped because I felt like my eyeshadows were sticking better on the concealer because it kind of had something to stick to, almost like a glitter glue or a Fix Plus or something. I'm sorry, a mixing medium. But I don't know, I feel like the colors just don't show up as good. So I'm gonna go back to setting it and then seeing how it works. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to use this for my transition color. I want to use this really bright orange. It's this one right here. Let me see if I can tap on it for you guys. And I'm just using a Wet n Wild brush, and I'm just going to tap that up in here. So I'm trying to make sure you guys can see me good. Alright, next I'm going to go in with this orange color. I'm probably going to go back and forth between them, but it's going to be this color and this one. I'm going to put that right below that yellow color. Okay, so a tip for all you girls with hooded eyes, or it's not so easy to do cut creases or to make a crease. Sometimes I like to do this part with my eyes open because you can see where your real crease is, and you're gonna want to make your crease appear higher. So whenever you're doing your shade that you're transitioning from your transition to your crease shade, you know you want it to be higher than your crease. So I sometimes will keep my eye open and do it that way. So I'll just go like this, and then I'll just do this. And then once you kind of define that area, you can go ahead and close it to get in there with ease. But yeah, sometimes I just leave my eye open. I feel like it's a lot easier. And I'm gonna start bringing it up into that yellow, just using like windshield wiper motions, just like whoop, 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 whoop. All right, so I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is use this green color here, and I'm gonna put that right in my crease. And I don't want it to go all the way in because I'm gonna be using glitter anyway when I cut my crease. So again, my eye is slightly open. And I'm using an e.l.f. eye crease brush. These are the ones that are only $1. And then I'm going to use my e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, and I'm going to go in with this darker brown and kind of pull that into my orange. So now I'm just going right in between where those two colors meet.
When you're done, can I play it?
Yeah, when I'm done. Okay, so I'm really satisfied with how this is looking so far. But are you guys perfectionists? Because sometimes if I see the slightest thing, it ruins my day sometimes. But yeah, like right in here. As you guys can see, I'm pretty stingy like with my product down here. I just don't see the point of caking up a bunch of dark shades down here just to slap concealer on it. So I really try to keep my eye open and just do everything above my eye and close it a little bit when necessary, because who has money to be wasting product? I don't. I don't. You might, but I don't. But I think I'm satisfied with this, so now I'm gonna go ahead and cut my crease. And I always start in the center. You see when I open my eye and I close it, all of this, most of this is gonna get canceled out by the concealer. So that's why I said it's no sense in trying to waste your product all down here when it doesn't need to be there. When I cut my crease, sometimes I like to leave my eye open, but it really just depends. And another thing I want to note is when you are cutting your crease, I find it easier to do when you have enough product on there so it can glide, not when you're being stingy and you're kind of pushing it in there. You just let it glide on. Alright, so now I'm going to take my angled brush and I'm going to start moving from the outside to the inside, and I'm going to use the dark brown from the Jaclyn Hill palette and just kind of bring that in. And blend that into this as well. Then I'm going to take electric. Going to blend that with the brown, and again this is just another Wet n Wild brush that I'm using. Just be careful up by your crease. I'm going to take it out towards the brown, and then I'm also going to take it in just a little bit where the gold is going to be. I'm just applying a little more green right there. And it's all about really just going back and forth until it's blended good. Like, I think once you have it blended, you'll be good. And then I'll just take a clean blending brush and I'll go back and forth at that line. And this is a precision crease brush that I'm using. So the next shade that I'm going to be using is Dollars. I don't know. I just applied dollars to my inner eye. And I just used a really small brush just so I can be as precise as I can be. So I'm really liking how this looks so far. Now I think it's time to add our chunky glitter. Although I really like how it looks right now, I want to try glitter because I haven't used chunky glitter ever. I purchased some from a company, Glitz and Glam. I think it's owned by a black woman in Tennessee somewhere. And you know, I want to support, but I haven't gotten a chance to use it. And I used the silver chunky glitter for the first time on a photographer's client, and I loved it. And I was like, I want to go home and I want to play in my glitter, so that's what I'm doing. We're going to use candy corn. Alright, so I'm just going to use the NYX glitter glue. Okay, and I'm going to put it, I'm only applying the chunky glitter to the inside near where the gold is, because when I tried it last night, I didn't like how it looked. Gotta get my up close mirror to make sure this is looking right. I can tell I want to add more green in there, so I'm gonna find that brush and add just a little more electric. Alright, so I think this looks good. Now let's go ahead and apply our foundation and our concealer. The foundation that I wanted to review for you guys today is the PUR 4-in-1 Selfie Foundation. It's a 2-in-1, so like you pop that off and you can do that, or you can twist this off and boom, you got a concealer. Now when I tried this last night, it was a no-go. The shade is way too light for me, and this was gifted to me through Octoly. I was really excited to try it because this would be the second foundation that I would get to try from this company, PUR. But the first one didn't match me, and I did that one in person at Ulta, and this one doesn't match me. So if you feel like you're my shade, let me know what you use in PUR, because I'm not having a good run with them. But I'm going to be using it as a concealer, and it's a 4-in-1, so long wear foundation and concealer. I will be reviewing it for its concealer purposes, not for its foundation purposes. That being said, I already have my primer on. I'm just going to like dust off any glitter. I'm going to be using my Fenty Beauty foundation today instead of the PUR foundation, which sucks, but you can't win them all. In Fenty, I am a 450. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and apply the PUR. I'm so nervous because this stuff was so light when I tried it. It was so light. I'm not going to take it too far down though, just because of how light it is. Now I'm going to try to scrape up what's left of my ColourPop foundation and kind of blend it. Let me just use this mirror because I'm looking and it's not looking cute. But I want you guys to see what I'm doing. So it definitely dries fast, so you will want to move quickly when you're using it. And sorry if I'm looking down, I'm just trying to make sure I'm still in focus. because my camera's been acting up lately. So now I'm going to contour using my Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette. This is the powder one, and I'm just using this shade right here. I'm not using any liquid like a stick or anything like that, just because I feel like I have enough makeup on. Like, I'm not trying to cake on, but yeah, I just want a light contour. Like, I'm not trying to do anything too fancy. I'm also not really going to contour my nose a whole lot. What I'm going to really do is just focus on right in here, and starting where the eyebrow is and kind of bringing that down. And that's really all I'm going to do. And in terms of the foundation concealer duo, I don't think it's bad. I just really hate that it wasn't my shade. I'm gonna see if it lasts all day though. I'll be sure to let you guys know on like Instagram at the end of the day what it looks. So far I like the foundation. I hate that it's not my shade though, but I will continue to use it as a concealer. That is a plus. All right, rock it, don't stop it. Everybody get on the floor, swing your body up. We about to get on. 1, 2, I love it when you get 1, 2 step. Now I'm gonna go under here with this dark color. I'm using my Anastasia Trio for blush, and I'll be using this shade right here. I like to just apply enough to give me a little color. Alright, so I'm just going to use this Wet n Wild eyeliner because I can't find my dip eyeliner. This completes this look. But yeah, this was my very first time using the chunky glitter and the PUR 4-in-1 Selfie Foundation Cream Selfie Foundation Concealer. I have mixed feelings about this foundation concealer combo because it's not my actual shade, so I can only use it like right under my eye to highlight and you know, help with contouring and highlighting. It does dry really fast, like I mentioned before. I don't know if I didn't use enough or what, but I feel like it's a little bit different than the other concealers that I use. It is supposed to be long wear and it is buildable for full coverage, so maybe I just needed to add another layer. But using it like in here to give myself that cheek illusion and on my forehead, it was fine. I don't really think it did a whole lot for me under my eyes. That's the only thing I can say. I won't say it's a bad product. I definitely say if you are a fan of that brand like I am, I really love their skincare products. If you're a fan and you want to give it a try, I would definitely give it a try. A good thing is that most stores will allow you to return it if you don't like it, so that's something to consider. I plan on using it as a highlight until I run out, just because I don't want to waste product. And shout out to Octoly for sending me the foundation to review. And for any of you guys who wear PUR foundation and that is my shade, I'm a 450 in Fenty, then let me know what shades you use in the PUR brand, because this is the second time I've had issues with the shade matching for the foundation. And in terms of the glitter, y'all, I'm really excited about how this look turned out. I think it's perfect for fall when you want to be boom dramatic. And I have tons of other shades and chunkiness. It varies, and I absolutely love it. So be sure to check out Glitz and Glam. She's always having sales, and no, this is not sponsored or anything, but yeah, I just really like the glitters, and I wanted to try something new. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Please do me a favor and show some love by clicking the thumbs up button, subscribing, and also hitting the notification bell if you like my content. I would love to continue to have you watching, and I would love to continue having you as a subscriber. Have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Don't know if you got a girl. Don't mean to disrespect, but all of you rule my world.